It is the largest unfinished Catholic church in the world. The Basilica of La Sagrada Familia has been under construction for more than 140 years. This architectural masterpiece has been a work in progress for as long as anyone alive can remember, and it sits at the heart of Spain's capital city of Barcelona. We toured this majestic cathedral during our recent visit to Barcelona, Catalonia, Spain.
Part, what you see is the bread and grapes. Bread is the Eucharisty, the masses, the Catholic masses. The bread symbolizes the body of Jesus, and the grapes symbolize the wine, the blood of Jesus.
Oh, right up there, the grapes.
Our tour guide explained that Sagrada is a Spanish word meaning sacred. La Sagrada Familia is a church that is dedicated to the sacred family of Mary, Joseph, and Jesus Christ. The tour guide we had hired for the day met my wife and I in the hotel lobby.
For me, it's not so bad, but anybody has their own. And of course, some
But sometimes a bull wins, though.
Yes, in the bullfight, very rarely, but yes, some toreros have been killed by the bull or very bad injured. So sometimes, this is a Latin
We caught a taxi cab up to where we could see the church, and then walked a short distance up to the church building. But first, a brief history lesson about the sacred place we would soon tour.
Over there, in this side of the cross, is the Passion facade. It tells the death of Jesus. And the main facade will be here. This is the resurrection, the glory facade. So birth, death, and resurrection. In each facade, 4 towers. 4, 4, and 4, 12. 12 what? Maybe 12 apostles. Okay?
Then finally, we were on our way to take a closer look.
Because they are spiritual people. You know what I mean, no? That they come to see the construction more than they have a sense of spirituality. People who have a sense of spirituality, they go to Montserrat in Catalonia. I don't know if you have heard this. It's like a pilgrimage place.
He explained that you could always find people standing outside the church, just looking at the construction work that is in progress. We would enter the building from the rear because the rear was built first. The main entrance will be the last phase of the
The first
construction.
thing we will do, we will have to go to the opposite corner over there, because this church, like all the churches in the past, they started to be built from the rear part. So we have to see the rear part. And then they move towards the front. That's why they will finish. The last thing will be the main entrance.
Okay.
The resurrection facade. But this is easier to.
And we're bypassing the not done.
Our guide told us that we would have to go through security to get into the building, but it didn't always used to be that way. 5 years ago,
5 years ago, we had a terrorist attack. The original plan of the terrorist group was to blow up this church, so it will be known all over the
That's a
world.
lot of security.
Nee, maar het is intensief. Daarna heb je nog een weekje nodig om daar voorbij te komen.
By the way, the soldier has a very wide leg. Maybe you think this means something, but it's very simple. The old one was broken and they make a new
The killing of the
This
innocent.
is the reason of the wide leg. The same as the hand.
some of the
is
body
broken
parts that cover the carved statues on the outside of the building are a different shade because they've been replaced over the
You got a
years
picture
due
of
to
that sword right
damage.
there with the killing of the innocent, right?
Oh, I got everything.
And on top,
We took a few pictures
but
outside
this
the
is a
church
video, eh?
for our photo
Okay.
album.
There you are. Let's see if I can see. We'll get into the details.
Look at the incredible detail. Just look at that detail. As Tracy and I moved in close enough to touch the basilica, we were in awe of the stunning details we saw in the exterior stone artwork.
Details. Now we are going to the rear part for you to understand more what's happening. Later we'll come back to the details.
Our guide had one more piece of background information to share before taking us inside. He told us a few things about the inspired architect of this masterpiece, Antoni Gaudí. Antoni Gaudí died in 1926 after being hit by a tram while on his way to the church during its construction. His body was laid to rest in a crypt inside the church.
His family. That's why the name Sagrada Familia, Holy Family, is referring to Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. And they say they wanted to do the expiatory temple only by donations. That's why we were a poor country, no money for eating, let alone for building churches. So they hired the official architect of the cathedral, and this man wanted to do a new Gothic style temple. So
the time has come when we get to go inside.
Look at the ceilings. Look at the ceilings.
colors on the floor.
Now bring it back to you and me. Don't do.
Canopy, the leaves on top. And see that when the sun goes through the stained glasses, it makes this pattern in the floor. You see the floor?
Oh wow!
Like when you walk down in a forest, you know, that the sun goes through the leaves and makes pattern in the floor. So it's
Stained
similar.
glasses,
The
yeah.
stained glasses are
No, this is
reflected
natural light.
in the floor.
It looks like it's like electricity is powering it.
Let's go to the center because we have entered at one side. Each there. So this is Jesus, and up there is Joseph, and up there is Mary. So Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, Holy Family, Sagrada Familia.
Where's
And
Joseph?
this is what it
Joseph.
means. Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. And on top of the main entrance, there is a funny figure that looks like Darth Vader, but is not. Represents Saint Jordi, Saint George, patron saint of Catalonia. By the way, will you be here the 23rd on Sunday?
I've never seen anything so glorious. Antoni Gaudí was a genius. His design seemed to come straight out of a fairy tale. The colors and dizzying patterns take you to another world.